Welcome to Lazy Acres Farm. I've been farming on here already with productions and harvesting, and I have some more of those videos coming out. Today, I want to go to my animal pens and see if I'm going to keep them because they're in game, or am I going to put the red barn pack down? And I like the red barns, so I want to see if it's worth keeping the in game, or should I spend the money and invest in the red barns. Well, first of all, I'm going to start with the sheep. The only way I know to do it is I put the red barn sheep to the left and I kept the in-game sheep to the right. And all I'm going to do right now is throw, I don't know what the capacities are, so I'm just going to put down, I'm going to fill this trailer and we'll see if it takes all of it or part of it or whatever. Now, it doesn't really matter per se, because I'm going to put the same amount of sheep in there, so I could have 1,000,000 liters on one and just a capacity on the other one. It doesn't matter how much feed you have in there as long as it has enough in there to feed the animals that you have. So only 60 sheep, they should really eat that much. One trailer load of grass should fill both of them with extra. I don't know if he up the capacity on the animals or not. I've seen a couple of videos and they skim through it, so I don't really know. We'll see. I don't know how much the red barn pack either. When I do it, I just fill it up, and then I put hay on that other side, which is nice, or grass. I put grass bales, and that's what the left icon here is for the feeding trough on the red barn. That left side, I put grass bales right there, and it lasts forever. You put a trailer load of grass bales right there, move them around as they eat them, and it lasts. Or you can put the grass on the right, loose grass on the right side. So you got a combination of two choices, grass, bales, whichever you got. Now the end game, all you got is the loose grass, which is fine. The end game ones are usually, they are what they are, but I've never compared to the red barn pack, which I've been using. So it kind of gives me an indication is it worth me keep doing the red barn pack, or should I get rid of it and just stay with in-game sheep? But I'm going to find out right now. I'm starting, this is pretty much brand new. I got some money up in there only because I sold some of the equipment and I got one of the cheap mods in there. But money, I don't try to make any money off this. This is for your purposes if you want to make money. To me, I don't do it for survival mode to make money. That's too much. Alright, first of all, wow, he upped his capacity on this trailer though. Wow, 500,000 liters. I do like TNT modding. He does a very good job on his maps and equipment. But for this purposes, it's all I can. Now, is it going to trigger? Oh, there we go. Now, let's see if I can get it in there without causing a bunch of problems. Yeah. See, I like these. Okay. It didn't take much on each one. Not much. Easily. For grass anyway, there's plenty of grass around here, so easily feed your sheep. Okay. Now, we got grass in there. Let's go put some sheep in. Normally I just go back to the animal icons and fill both of them. But I'm gonna walk over here. Okay, it holds 75, but I think the in-game only carries 60. So we'll only put 60 in on this side, and let's go to the in-game one and put 60 over there. I'm trying as fast as I can, start them off at the same time. Yeah. Okay, now, they both full of grass. They both have 60 sheep in there. Now, let me zap back into my tractor. I do love the case tractors. Alright, now, let's go up in here to the animals. See if it tells us anything worthwhile. 60, the total capacity. on the, I believe that's the red barn. It's 50,000 liters. And the in-game only held 11,000 liters of grass. So higher capacity grass is in the red barn, 60 sheep, and 11,500 in the in-game, 11,000. So, so far I would take the red barn, 60 sheep, 50,000 liters, hopefully means less feedings. 11,000 sounds like you'd be back here more and more. They're both 8 months, 8 months, 8 months, 8 months, same type of sheep, the Steinschaft. Okay, now, I'm going to tag it, just, it can't get too lost, I don't think. What do we want to do to find out? Oh, I know what we want to do. Admire it for a minute. Yes, we did a good job, We want to go back here, let's fast forward today. Like I said, I got it down to 5 times, so we're almost at 0. Let's go forward a day and see what kind of result I got. This will tell me a month, it's going forward a month, is kind of like where am I going to start? Because most people are going to start, you're going to spend money. So you do save money by not putting down another one. And the grass is pretty much free all around. I think you can mow all the borders and lanes. Okay, so now we're looking at, it used about 2,500, and this one used about 2,500. So they used about the same amount of grass for a month. The in-game wool is only 762 liters. Oh, the Red Barn pack was only 762 liters. Which looks weird because I keep flipping around. Sheep barn, okay. And that, okay, on the comparisons, you know, it's hard to tell. 2,500 liters grass, reproduction 20%, reproduction is 20%, and the liters are the same. So they're producing the same. But I would still go with the red barn only because more food. Food capacity is higher. Less feeding. Well, let's go another month. See if there's any change. So the red barn is swift on capacity for your food side, but as far as production wise, it's not going any faster. Okay. Alright. Well, that's no big deal. Oh, they're still grazing. Well, alright, now the red barn, $18.95. Oh, it's the same, $18.95 as far as production of wool. And it looks like the capacity for wool maybe shortened, I don't know. The red barn, they ate, see, what do you start at? 50,000, so they've eaten 55. That started at 11.55, so they're eating the same. Production is the same, they're eating the same. The only thing is, the red barn pack has a higher capacity of food. You see, because the red barn pack, we still have 44,000 liters of food, although we had to put more in there, but it's worth it in the end. And the regular in-game is down to 5,600. So they're almost out of food. And that was 2 months. Let's go to the third month. So by the third month, the red barn has over 3,100 liters. And they still have 41,000 food. The in-game, 3,100 liters. Okay, we're fine there. But their food level is down to 2,600. Red barn still has food. In-game, almost out. Yes, you're spending more money by putting more food in the red barn, but you still can go farther. We went 3 months, and we're almost out of food right here on the end game. So it looks like it just depends on how much grass you can get in there in the beginning. And he supplies you with mowers and tractors. So, free grass is around there. You just have to come back here frequently. It looks like it's just that you have to tend these sheep on the end game more frequently. Which for some ain't no big deal, but if you're busy harvesting and doing stuff, you may not want to come over here. This is the 4th month. Yeah, by the 4th month, you're going to have to come back over here and feed the end game. And you only got 4,400, and you got a little bit more wool only because they have more food. They're using the same amount of food. Production's the same. But see your health on your red barn because you still have food. And your wool is at 46. Whereas here on the end game, yeah, your capacity for wool is going to be more, but you're going to frequently have to come back over here and feed them. You're going to have to come back over here all the time. Whereas the red barn, it looks like I picked the red barn. Because by the 4th month, they still have 38,000 and then they're eating 55 a month. So you still have another 5 months. So you can go 10 months, 11 months with the red barn, not feeding him and then producing than you do over here. You're going to have to make about 3 trips a year versus 1.5. So to me, the red barn wins. You can figure it out differently how you want to. I'm not going to sit down and mathematically jaunt everybody's Einstein brains on this. I'm just looking at by the 4th month. My little critters right there got plenty of feed, so I don't have to come over here and do that. And the wool, they do have distributing mods that you can get from the mod hub for your sheep under let's go find out. If you go from the mod hub, you can get these, and you go into construction. Ever since the updates, it's slow dragging. I don't know if it's everybody or just me, but okay. Then you go over to animals. We're in the sheep, and it's one like looks like this wool shipping. You can use that. Personally, I like all these new ones too. I'm not going to do all the comparisons now. I just want to know. Or this one, the wool distributor. I use this one. I like it. It don't have the building, so I'm not running over stuff. Let me go over here real quick. I'm not running over stuff, and I can keep it a clean area. It's dark in the morning on December. The sheep are rooney. I don't know where they are. I'll have to turn around here. I'm gonna keep the red barn pack. But see, you use this thing here, and you go over here. It says overlap. Hit the triangle if you have the free zone, free space thing, whatever it's called, and put it in there. See, now it may not take them for now. Click it in. It may not take them now, but it will for future. So you may have to come over here and get your first load. Ain't no big deal. And then from then on, it'll ship them to wherever you want. Personally, wherever it takes wool. So if you set up here, if you go buy the spinnery and the Taylor, which I don't buy both of those, I don't activate them. I put down the clothing factory, which you can get from the mod hub too. The clothing factory takes wool and cotton, and it makes clothes. To me, that's the best way to go. It's worth the investment in the end. Clothes makes tons of money. Or you can come over here and get it and sell it. Just don't put down the icon. Don't activate the icon. You can deactivate that, which I'll show you. It's under your animals, kind of productions. See the wool? That's that little spot that I just put down. You can activate it. Now you can either store the wool, sell it, or distribute. Me, I don't want it piling up there. It'll go to a distributor, or I usually set up a silo that distributes, so I can put the wool into that. You can keep it there. You can do whatever you want. Storing, I'll put storing. Storing means it's going to run it and then it's going to start making pallets. Your pallet count will go up because the little pallet, of course, it's going to go over there and it's going to stop. It's going to get to a capacity of storing it and it will stop. And right now it's only doing 24 cycles a month because I got it on low time count. But that's where it'll go. And I believe I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep it. So what I want to do is, I'm going to do it this way. Go over to Animal Dealer. The chicken pen, that's the large. Sheep barn is the red barn. So this is the Ingame. Go over to sell, select 60 square cell. Now that enables me, which you have to do first, you have to get rid of all the animals in there. Go back to construction. And I think I made it easy to find. Let me turn around. When I come out of here, usually I cut a trail through these woods. Go to the left. If you're coming out of the tool shop, go to the left around these long tree line trail. It'll take you to your farm. And here we are, somewhere around here. Now, I should be able to get rid of the Ingame sheep, right? Yeah, I don't need it. There's extra money. But it did leave the wool, so when you go to collect your wool from your other side, take that wool too. If you did this, if you just go straight to the game and do the red barn pack, then you don't have to. But see, it produced. That's in 4 months. We're producing a lot. Let me jump down here. Yeah, that was in 4 months. We, still got feed for at least another 4 months, 5 months. And these are 1,000 liter pallet. Oh, you can't lift it. That's one thing I thought we changed. I thought it had changed. Maybe it was PC only, but now you used to be able to throw these around. I guess they didn't want us picking them up anymore. And that's kind of the console cheat for Super Strength, was enabling us to lift these animal production pallets. See, now you're going to have to bring something over. Which ain't no big deal, just get something, I don't know. You can either forklift or telehandle it if you want to do it that way. Me, I get an autoloader. I usually use my Rumbler van. It's easier. See, now it's starting to, after you touched it, it might distribute it out. I don't know where it's going when it's distributing, because I don't have nothing set up, I don't think. See, sometimes when you touch it, it activates it. So I don't know where it's really I couldn't tell you where it is sending them right now. We'll find out though. I don't know where it's sending them. It's just, see, but that's what happens. Now, from now on, now that they're gone, every time they spawn a sheep pallet, it'll pop here and then it'll go automatically to wherever you're spawning and stuff too. Which I'm not really sure where. Let me see. Under productions. Where's the wool going? Well, that's interesting. Where is it going? Because in productions, I don't have no spinneries or tailor. I don't have nothing for the wool to go to. Where's it going? They're just storing it, I guess. I must have a silo or something around here. I don't have no silos. I don't know where it's going. Huh. Where would I find out where my wool just went? I don't have nothing set up. That's interesting. I'll show you what I usually use. I go to buildings, silos. I go all the way over. I use one of these. These silos, storage and distribution silos. Wonderful. the things that you have in there, main items, not everything, but you can use them to 6 million, 2,400,000. 2 million's good enough. I mean, if you're not really looking at doing a lot. Now sometimes, now how big it is, let me see. Now sometimes I can get away with putting it right here. Hit your little triangle. Overrides. You can see, personally I like putting it here because it's close to the tool shop. But you can put it on the tool shop. You can find an area. Watch. See, we don't use this back half. Not really. I put it as close to there as I can because I use the Rambler van for this, so it doesn't take a lot of room. And I'll place it right there. And if you really want to get crazy, put down the container. The multi-fruit, this multi-fruit buying station. You can put it anywhere you want. Usually for convenience. I didn't get the big container deal. You know what? I'm gonna put it on this side because I can drive up to it and then drive back to it. See, you don't take that much room. You drive your van. I'll show you. Drive your van in there, and then we need a selling point over here too, just because. Just if you're looking at doing some filling real quick, it's really easy. See the sell everything. Sell everything depends on where you want to put it. I wouldn't put it in the way, and I usually don't get things out of here, so I don't mind blocking it. I usually put stuff in and then sell it back. Okay. Now I'm here. You can use what you want. We already got the trailer. I mean, you can use it. Come over here. Under vehicles, this is what I use ever since they've updated the last update, and it works now. And I use a little one. It's easier to get around, but it has the high capacity. See, diesel, electrics, all that. You got all your little stuff. Capacity's high, and then this outrageously high one. We really don't need the outrageously high one. That's like 1 million liters. I only got a 400,000 capacities on there, which I don't know. You don't really need. I'm not going to do nothing major. Purchase your little van. See? And then what I do, it's a smaller van. I can do it this way. See, I just go through. Start filling whatever you want. I don't know why, because it didn't get nothing in there. That's what's weird. You see, you can go through a lot of stuff here. You can get more than what's probably going to hold. You know, just be careful what you're doing. See, like the fabric and stuff. You can do all that if you want. If you don't want to go around that other route. Just do some of this won't go into the side. Water. We can always use water. I won't throw that much in there. Just show you what's up. And then, you just throw it. Whoops. Go drive back far enough where it stops. Put it in. And this is that's that medium silo. And then you go through here, activate everything. Pretty easy. We gotta find out where that wool went. Because see, this is where it would usually go. This doesn't accept cotton, so you can put wool in this distributor. But it won't take cotton. Cotton you'll have to take to the factory itself. And then you go over here, put it on store, sell, distributing. This will go out to your production units. So if you need something for your production unit, you can come over here and put your field work or whatever you want to, buy it. Put your field work in this distributor silo, and it will distribute it out to your production units And what you don't use, it'll keep it here, but it keeps refilling it. So you can set up a donut factory or a bake or a dairy, whatever you want to do, milk, cheese, water. It'll distribute it out to it until you don't have any more in your silo. Then you refill your silo. I just punch all these out just in case you bring something over. Or your production units, you put them to distributing, it will distribute it to this silo. And then you can figure out what you want to do. So you have extra storage per se of all this stuff coming from your production units, and you can put that on distributing, selling, or whatever. Okay, now the wool. Let's see if it can see playing. It has a few. It does have a few. I wish it was more, but wool. Okay, so it's distributing, but it didn't distribute it here. Well, I just put this in to be fair. I don't know where it went. It should. Well, one way to find out. One way to do it is we speed the time up. I probably just see the wool. Where is it going? I got everything right. Well, now that wool should be distributing over here. I just wonder if there's something wrong with either the barn pack with the distributor. I'm glad I'm checking this out. Unless he's made it to where you can't use it, which would be strange because you use it on everything. Why aren't they producing any wool? The Fed. Productivity 100%. I did put that on the right one, right? Well, yeah, because it's got sheep in the pen. I think I put it down right. Maybe I need to turn it around. No, it's not spawning. There's not spawning. What's happening? I wonder why they're not producing any wool. They were. So what happened? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. They're eating. Let me go up here and check this little wool distributor, little thingamajiggy. Maybe they made it where it don't work anymore. Well, it's active. Wool storing. Okay, well, maybe it's just, maybe it won't release it yet. Hold on. 58, 59. Maybe it needs to fill all the way up before it. Oh, duh. There we go. Here we go. When you set your little wool distributor, that little box I put at the wool, here we go. Now I set it on distributing. It was set on storing. Okay. All right. Man, oh man. I get crazy. That is crazy. I almost blew up. Okay. So it's still not showing here, which is fine. I'm not sure why there's two in there. Yeah, well, anyway. Why does it think, what the heck is that? I put that many in? Oh, I may have filled it up. Okay, so. Let's walk. Where am I at? Let me walk back over here and see. Okay, they're not there, so that's good. So that means that little thing's working here. Let's check the wool silo. It should be. I'm gonna pull some hair out now. I just put it on distribute to wool. Here it is. It's coming over to that big silo that we put in. And I got it on distributing. So when it comes to this silo, it'll distribute it from the sheep barn to this silo. And you can set it on storing. You can come over here and get it from the silo, which this is a 400,000 liter silo. So it'll do up to 400,000, then it'll stop taking it. Or you can set it to selling. I like distributing only because it'll keep going and it'll stop, but technically by the time you're ready to do something, you should be able to get it out. Or you can wait till it fills up and then distribute it out all at once. Or you can do it as you build the whatever you got going on. But it is filling it up. Okay, it's working. It's working. I'm still on the brink that, let me set this down. 15. I'm still on the brink that yeah, I'll take the red barn pack only because it has a higher feed capacity over the Ingame. So you don't have to come over here as much. Until you start forwarding days, then you're, of course you're going to come back over here because that's a month feeding. It's about 5,500 liters of grass. So you figure it out how many times you're going to need to come over here or want to come over here. And I use this distributor because it also is a silo. You don't have to, you can do what you want, how you want it. I use the multi-fruit sometimes for production, especially when I'm speeding through. But you don't have to do that. You can use exactly or whatever you purchase or whatever you've gained from the fields. You can forego the fast farming, fast productions, or you can do it your own way. But the silo, it is a good investment because it does distribute it out for you. That way you don't have to drive back and cross the map as much. So if all your fields are down here, which is typically what I do, is I'll sell everything. And since this one was close enough, I kept it there. But I usually put the house or the icon. As you can see, I'm using, I don't even need the starter farmhouse. I keep it there only because if you go there. But I use this travel bag, which is dang near free. You can use this wardrobe or a sleep trigger. And I'm here at the tool shop. I'm here. My farm's not that far. My fields are not that far. I can spawn my equipment right here. Sell right here. Silo right here. And if it starts getting dark on me while I'm playing around right here, I just go whoop, right on there. Or if I'm bringing everything back, I just like putting everything in a central location. I don't like to go back and forth 100 miles. Say you're over there farming and all of a sudden, I need a tool. You can come back here, and if it starts getting dark, lighten it back up, and you know what I mean. That's just the way I do it. Well, alright, I hope you found this somewhat informative, not too confusing. I get confused majorly myself all the time, so I try not to make things too complicated. And this is the in-game silo at your starter farm. You can use that too. This won't distribute, but it will store. This grass, it'll take the grass in there. So I think it's one of them farmer silos. I don't know. He put it on here. I'm sure it's huge. They look huge. Probably 10 million liter silos. But anyway, yeah, if you're done with the grass in your trailer and you want to, like we're going to start let's say I did the sheep, so I'm probably more than likely going to compare the chicken coops next. That'll probably go right across here where the sheep were. So yeah, and I'm probably gonna go with the red barn because they're all working out to where the red barns have higher capacity. They all produce the same, but they have higher capacity of feed, which is what you want. So you put down what you want. Look for the higher capacity of feed, less times the feed. I mean, it looks like the rates are about the same, comparable. So yeah, on this farm, I'll probably put the chicken pen. I'll do away with the Ingame chicken and put down the red barn chicken. I like the red barn chicken coop. It's got an outside feeder. I don't like the way they encased it. I don't like the pen. I do have to admit that. This thing should take grass. There it is. I don't like the way it's enclosed, but it does look nice, and it'll match this one. I've made a bunch of chicken pens my own way. Open chicken pens, put the Michigan shed over it, where you have to drive into the Michigan shed or whatever and feed your chickens, cows, sheep. I've used a couple other ones. So I mean, you can customize it the way you want. I've made cell points inside barns, a couple silos inside barns, and then put trees around it to hide the silos sticking out. I mean, you gotta do what you want. It's easy to do. Easy. But you gotta get creative. Well, alright, I hope you liked it. You viewed it, so a thumbs up, a share, a subscribe would really be appreciated. I'm on console, so you do what you can around here. Console be beating you up. But I hope you liked it, and until the next one, y'all have a good day. Bye. Oh, darn, I was going to try to write it. Oh, well. See you later. Bye.